This is the project that I would use in my first grade classroom to begin to introduce the idea of social justice to my students. I would start this unit off by reading several books to my students about kids who wanted to be president someday and the responsibilities of a president. Next, I would have my students pair share with their neighbor and talk about reasons why they would want to be president someday. Then, I would talk to my students about the power that the president has to help people, and I would ask my students how they could help people if they were president. After the discussion, I would give my students posters and art supplies and would instruct them to make a poster about what they would do to help other people if they were president someday. I would encourage my students to think outside the box and be creative with their posters. Finally, I would have my students hang their posters around the classroom, and we would take a field trip around the room to each student's poster, and each student could share their ideas for what they would do to help people if they were president. After walking around the room, I would gather the class and ask them what they think they could do right now to help people. I would allow time for students to brainstorm and share their ideas with the class.